activities. Welcome back to the Devils of the West. Last time, y'all returned back to Confluence City, Colorado, give an update to Raven, and got tasked with another mission to go and help at Pioneer Mine with what sounds like a bug infestation.
A hopeless amount of spiders.
Is this gonna? Are these like the Skyrim spiders?
Why are you staring into the mic? The audience is in the camera.
Well, I just focus on what I'm
He was
talking.
leaning into the mic to talk.
But he was focusing, right? Let me make fun of him. It's fun.
Let me give him hell.
Make fun of him in a way that makes sense.
No, never.
Your insult sucks. So
You damn right. That's
Anger Shepherd real quick.
Anyway, back
welcome to downtime activities.
back to my question. Like these bugs, like Skyrim bugs, like Skyrim
I
spiders.
have no idea what Skyrim means. Professor.
This was out of character. Okay.
Professor Bogus has an Xbox.
He is
Of course
screwed
it
up.
does.
He creates Xbox and Skype.
And a wife
I'm
that
pretty
he
sure
got
the other day, Professor Bogus called me a racial slur and then said he had sex with my mom.
And then teabagged my corpse.
Dip, potato chip.
If we know it's a quote-unquote bug problem, is there anything we want to get before we head up there?
Kerosene.
I mean,
Do we want to get another 50-gallon barrel of lamp oil?
This is at the top of a mountain, and the only way to and from this particular cage is Freudian slip, is aerial tramway. It's a cable car.
Wow.
I don't want a 50-gallon thing of lamp oil in a cable car with me.
I mean, we can bring Sam.
I don't want
don't
sand. I mean, yeah, fair enough. That's just that, like, I mean, depending on the type of bug problem, are we just going in there shooting?
You can't. It depends. If it's like a swarm kind of situation, then bullets aren't really going to be super helpful, unless you have like a lot of bullets. But if it's like giant bugs, then I guess bullets would be okay, depending on once again the amount of giant bugs.
Should we go with this?
Lamp oil might be.
Okay, you can ride in the cable car with the lamp oil.
Okay. I won't be happy about it, but I'll do it. I'm just like,
I'll bring like 2 jugs of the kerosene I hate.
I'll ask Raven what details he has. It's like, are they big bugs? Are they just a lot of bugs?
From the report, I'm told
I don't want to be carried.
that it was small bugs, but strange bugs. They didn't quite
wooden
recognize.
stake.
And then all of a sudden, people start getting sick.
Carrying gun.
And then all I know is the fellers who made it back in the cable car seem addled enough they didn't give a very direct account of what happened, and no one else has gone back up into the cave since.
So,
Poisonous
not a lot of bugs.
Big bugs.
Not big bugs.
A lot of big
Crazy bugs.
Oh.
Poisonous bugs.
Venomous bugs.
Venomous.
There's a difference. Venom and poison.
There's a difference.
Are you going to bite the bugs, or the bugs going to bite you?
The miners might have been up there eating bugs.
I mean, listen,
That one
you
crazy.
get a group of mountain men together and they see a weird bug they haven't seen before. It's not...
Bet you won't eat that meal.
It's not inconceivable.
The bugs are poisonous.
They give you half a day's wage if you eat that bug.
It looks like it's got a face on it.
that human teeth on that bug?
Oh, these are the spiders from the mist.
No, they're not.
Oh.
No, they're not.
Oh,
Even a monster such as me is not so dumb.
No, I hate those things so much. Okay, well, I guess we'll go up and check it out.
Yeah.
I mean, we can
No!
Someone knocked that over the thing.
like we can try to pre-plan if we really want to.
I just feel like we kind of need more information before we... I mean, I'm not going to argue with the instinct that as soon as we hear a bug problem, we instantly want to kill it with fire. I'm not saying that's a bad instinct. I'm just saying we might want more information before we make that plan.
Yeah, maybe they're already on fire.
Information coded.
You know,
With a bunch of lamp oil in their flaming bugs.
ABSkids.org.
This isn't
I guess we're just.
Wait, did you say pbskids.org?
For more information, go to pbskids.org.
It's right in the nostalgia.
Give that a lot. I guess
This show was brought to you by viewers like you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I guess we'll just go check out the mine.
I don't know. Anybody else have any feedback on that?
I'm gonna dock this.
All right. Yeah.
Are you gonna? I mean, they're probably. It seems like this is a problem what needs solving pretty quickly. So.
We can leave you, Grimes. We don't need you.
I mean, unless Grimes isn't wanting to come along. I think Grimes wants to come along, right? I don't have a chance to chill with the doctor for a week at this particular point.
Did he help a little bit?
No.
I got to see that pretty nurse again.
Mission accomplished.
I call this a win. Let's go, boys.
I'm gonna minus 2 to everything.
That is how it is.
It's all
Good
up,
thing you're damn good at shooting.
it's all up to you. You can stay behind.
You can stay
and-
behind.
You cannot do anything this session if you really want to.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Alright, y'all mount up, head out, and we'll ride to the mountains. You're heading up to the Pioneer Mine. It's a pretty straightforward trek to get there. Following directions and whatnot, you'll be able to arrive at kind of a base camp. It seems like it's mostly a staging area for packaging and, shipping off ore. That is not currently up and running. And coming in, specifically with a ranger with a badge and a posse of people who look
Competent.
capable, you guys will be directed to the kind of mine manager's little cabin. The foreman.
There's 4 men in one cabin. Seems suspicious.
Is it a big cabin or a small cabin?
It's a small cabin.
One bed though.
Suspicious.
One bed.
Hey, they can do whatever they want. I'm not arranged.
We'll ask them about the
Swimming with the
bugs.
boys.
It's just one really, really wide.
Entering in, there,
Eric, kiss all
you
my
knock on the door, I
bones.
assume, and the guy kind of, you hear a guy immediately respond with, "We ain't mining, you ain't getting wages."
Well, good thing you don't
What?
pay my wages.
I wish somebody.
Who the hell are you?
I wish somebody'd pay us wages. It's been a long
Ranger,
time since we've been
about
paid.
damn time somebody solved a problem around here. You here to deal with the bugs?
Yeah, more or less.
All I know, Ranger, is that some of my folk came down here all in a tiss, going crazy about how some bugs are up there, that they dealt with them. Little scampering group got stomped out, but then some folks started acting weird, and all they kept crying like children and saying, the stomach, it came out his stomach, doing this motion over and over.
Oh, xenomorphs.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's that kind of bug hunt.
Yeah.
It's an alien colonial marines bug hunt.
I don't know what to tell you about them. Ain't no bugs I've ever heard of crawling out of people's stomachs, but I know a good number of folks still up there, or dead up there. I don't know if the folk went crazy and killed each other or what, but see, whatever happened, left a couple people coming down nuttier than squirrel turds.
That's pretty nutty.
What a terrible line of work we've put ourselves in.
We're gonna be squirrel turds?
Werewolves or vampires I can deal with,
Listen,
man. This
you don't
bullshit.
want me to start thinking about retirement. That's all I'm saying.
Fair point. you make a good point.
This retirement entails you two getting cashed in.
$1,800.
Take you a long
Share
way.
him and his wife along the
Well, I guess we're. Well, first let's consult. We have our big book of monsters.
That's a good point.
You want to help consult the big book of monsters?
Can I do an academics to see if I've heard of any type of bug like this?
Oh,
Sure, go for it.
totally natural thing of bug.
Consult.
The book of monsters.
Go ahead and give me a research on that.
As
The
a
book
4.
Is one up?
Research.
4?
Do you have any ranks in it?
There's certainly like parasitic bugs. You don't know anything of them like exploding out of the stomach or like leaving the abdomen. Plenty of bugs that like infest through a mouth or through a bite or a sting and like
They will stay there.
There's things squirming around
Give it a
inside of
look
them, but nothing that directly relates.
That's 2 zeros over here.
2 zeros here looking through the book.
That's a third zero.
No,
You guys even
that's a
looking
2. I have a rank in it.
Oh, you have a... Oh.
You have very good research.
I do.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
It's still 2.
Jeffrey's a smarter guy. We get credit.
Well, we both have the book upside down, and he comes over.
But he's standing across from us.
Nothing in this book directly relates that you can find.
Except for the bug crawling up in the pages.
Well,
One thing that directly relates is the bug inside.
well, I reckon if I could get up there and I could get a hold of one of these critters, I could study it and we could figure something out here.
This insect was named in the late 1800s, and it is Septosmogus.
The buggus among us.
The biggest buggus in my stomagus.
Scientific name.
The scientific name is Bogus Stomachus Exploded.
These are the study of these insects was first pioneered by Professor Bogus in the 1880s.
He was not a renowned man of science, but he was a man of science.
He was a man.
He was a man with a brain only loosely tied together, his friends would say.
by somewhat of some
He
science.
was not an entomologist. However, he did discover this bug, and thus.
Many would not have called him a man of scientific genius, but they all would have called him a man.
He was biologically male.
Identified as
Autopsies confirmed no, it was difficult with the state of his remains.
we believe he identified as such.
We believe in an unfortunate nitro burrow accident. His dick was literally blown off, though most of it was recovered.
but not even the Numpty's men could put Professor Bogus back together. Okay.
Tangent aside, this is the information this guy's giving you. He says, none of my fellas are going to be heading back up with you, but we can fire up the car if you want to head up the mountain.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Youngin, you got a fear of bugs over there?
Not yet.
I'll have you know brave is one of my edges.
When I said youngin, I wasn't referring to you, little lady.
I know.
me see.
When I
So
felt
you guys
the
are
dance.
heading up the mountain?
Yep. That's a 4 out of 10.
Go ahead and you guys mountain. It's like basically like a long box with windowless. It's got windows or like openings on the side, but no like glass panes or anything like that. And it's mounted on a long metal pole, and it seems to be an engine thing that they fire up that kind of slowly hauls this thing up the mountain.
Never been this high off the ground before.
This is not a super common piece of technology in this time frame, since it's probably a fairly wealthy mine if it's got something like this. But you guys are starting to, and it's not fast. And it's teetery and a little sketch, but if you guys are all willing, you mount up in, and this thing starts.
Imagine how far I could shoot from up here.
And you guys start heading up.
Grimes, stop dropping stuff out the window.
What?
He's just
What?
he's just pulling cartridges.
Yeah. I bet I could kill a rabbit with just dropping it.
Yeah,
Holy
hit it.
shit.
What?
And you guys are. What are you talking about? This
Grimes, you cannot try and piss out the window.
Please don't. We're in a confined space,
I
please.
ain't doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing.
Not yet.
Slowly.
I heard your belt buckle.
Slowly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
I wasn't gonna slowly zip back up.
wasn't good. As you guys are kind of slowly ascending higher and higher, there's like this is a long tramway to get up to this point. And as you kind of you get to a certain point where it starts getting quite misty up higher. It's like kind of the late evening. It's not nightfall. There's still some sunlight coming in, but it's kind of peering through kind of mistier top.
We don't see a bunch of big bugs crawling down the wire.
You don't.
You
don't.
Okay, good.
Can I make a notice
I don't
to
love-
see if any bugs are climbing down
Go
the
for
wire?
it.
Thank you.
What about a notice to see a man that's like, return the slabs?
Oh, suffer my curse.
A tenor.
A tenor.
A tenor.
A tenor! Both of you guys are like, man, I don't like this. Like,
What do you
need to figure this
out
out.
of tenor?
And everybody notices all of a sudden as this thing kind of goes,
Ah, fuck.
and then just it keeps going. So there's like the line gets a little bit of a shake through it. 10
All
not
right,
required.
guns out.
Fortunately, the rifle the weapon I would like to use to keep things at range crawling on the wire is the one I'm most worried about causing damage to the wire. How far off the ground are we?
At this point, I mean, like looking over the edge, the ground is probably 20 to 30 feet below you.
Okay,
It is, however, a slant like this, rocky, going straight down.
Okay, I could, in theory, safely teleport somebody, probably me, to the ground. If I can successfully guess. I could also.
And teleports herself to the ground, shoots the wire.
Problem
Starts
solved.
walking down the mountain.
A tragic accident.
Just in case it comes to that.
Yeah.
You guys are like guns out, ready, listening.
Yeah.
Like, there's an occasion where like the wire gets like a little bounce to it, the cable kind of gets a little bounce to it, and then all of a sudden, check your card again, you hear like a boom, boom of the roof of something landing.
Oh God! I fire both.
You fire straight up and it flies through the roof. You don't hear any scream or squelching or anything like that. But as this fires, you kind of hear like a quick jitter of legs, and swinging over the side, you can see the thorax of some sort of insect, the size of a big dog at least. And as it kind of swings under and hits the side of this window, you can it has kind of like long insect legs on the side. You can see its bottom is porous.
Oh.
We're talking like, what's the fear that people Trichtophobia. The trichtophobia to the extreme all along the bottom abdomen of this, and then skittering out of these small holes, all these tiny little bugs crawling into this.
I don't
Okay,
like that.
okay.
That's not
I'm gonna shoot. Can I?
You can pull a card. You can pull a
The
card.
answer for the folks at home was both. Both big bugs and small
Large numbers
bugs.
of small bugs or small numbers of big bugs? What
Big
did you
numbers
consider?
of bugs.
Did you consider big numbers of big bugs and big numbers of small bugs? Both.
Shit. The worst possible answer.
I don't like this, I'm an arachnophobe. I don't like this, I'm a tryptophobe.
I don't like this.
Definitely a tryptophobe.
I
did not like this. I like bugs.
I have both arachnophobe and a trichophobe.
I'm gonna punch this bug so hard.
You're gonna run and punch the porous belly of this insect. That's your decision.
10.
I don't like it about that.
You're just gonna squish and all of these bugs just crawl on your hand.
Dang. I'll
Damn.
kill your queen.
Oh man.
I'm assuming with the Joker you'd like to go first?
Yes.
Okay.
I would very much like to go first.
Because if you don't go first, the King of Clubs is going first.
Actually, no, the ace goes
Oh,
first.
an ace. I haven't seen an ace over there.
I'm gonna shoot the fuck out of this.
Shooting the big one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
First
this
thing, like enough bugs are crawling out of this thing that it's probably going to be like medium burst template worth of little bugs.
Gotcha. Good to know.
I assume that's bigger than the tram.
It's enough to fill the inside of the tram to where like every step you're stepping on bugs as these skitter out and crawl and fill into this tram.
Can I do? Is that double tap action like a special action, or can any?
You know,
As
long as it's a double action.
Double action revolver can do it. What revolver do you have? Peacemaker?
Cold Peacemaker.
Yeah, that's just.
That's a single action.
Damn. Okay. Well, no sweat.
You
then.
can't fan the hammer though.
Ooh, what's that have to do?
You make you essentially make as many attacks as you want up to the number that the revolver holds.
Okay.
I believe. I think it might be everything at it's either everything at a -4. I think it's like a flat debuff to everything, but
I like
maybe
those
it's
odds.
maybe it's also an edge that you have to take. I don't remember.
Sorry.
Let me check.
For the sake of this, because we'll not use it right now because that's like an old rule. We're using like the new rules, but also using Deadlands stuff.
Fair enough.
And we changed our rule with the double tap, but for this, we'll not use fan the hammer at the moment. But we can look at
No
it
fan the
in
hammer.
future.
I will shoot it with my pistol.
Shoot at the big one. Fire away. Fire away. You do have a +2.
I do have that. So it's a 4, so it's a 6 total.
Hits with no rings.
Okay. So then it's 2d6.
Yeah, it's at least by default Savage Worlds rule or default Deadlands rules. May fire up to 6 shots in a single action, assuming it's fully loaded. Each shot suffers a -4 shooting modifier, and if your shooting die comes up with a 1 or 2, so not the wild die, but your shooting die, there's a chance you hit an innocent bystander.
That's 9 total damage.
9 total damage. Shaken, not stirred.
Well, as a free action, God fuck damn.
And these things are skittering down and onto the floor. But what are you doing there?
So I was paying attention. Do you kill it?
No, shake it.
You shake
You
it.
shook the big one, and there's a bunch of these on the floor. For the sake of just so you guys kind of understand how you can kind of interact with this thing.
Okay.
The swarm that is.
Yeah. We can stomp it.
You can stomp on them, and basically the way that works, like it'll be an action to do, but you just will automatically inflict your strength modifier of damage to the swarm.
D6.
D4 and D6.
All right, so the D6s will be stomped.
Well,
The rest
I
of
have
Actually,
a-
it's still an attack.
well,
You
I
still have to
actually-
make the attack, but
I
it
got-
will be your strength.
I already know what I'm going to be doing for my roll, so I'm just waiting for it.
Next round, I'll be stomping.
At least
You
some,
folks that
at
can
least-
shoot, be shooting.
At least some of you have seen season 3 of Love, Death, and Robots, right?
Yes.
You know the
I know exactly what you're
episode-
talking about.
Yes.
No.
The
Stop it.
episode with the nanopod and like when
Stop
the little
it.
baby ones come crawling out. That's exactly
Horrifying.
That was
Yep.
that was so scary. That was such a scary.
That's probably my favorite episode.
It's super good.
It's
very evocative.
really it's
So you
just
shooting at the
fantastic.
big one, or are you trying to stomp the little ones? You can also fire at the little ones. You think that shooting a gun at it would probably be pretty ineffective to kill the swarm.
I'll shoot the big one.
Okay.
That's 7.
7, that will hit. No rings.
That was an explode.
No, they do.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one
damage
does.
dice explode.
If it,
Oh,
it,
that's
only,
right.
it only doesn't explode if it's
So you're at 11. 12.
13.
13.
You shake it.
Where is it?
Wait, the what?
What?
that one's not the queen.
Not the queen.
It seemed to be enough to injure, but this thing sucked.
It gets bennies to spend.
That's
Damn.
not cool. Stop that.
even that crazy priest dude we just fought didn't have. It wasn't spending bennies to soak wounds.
This is a very old bug. And with that, you doing anything else there, Jefferson?
You can pray.
Yeah.
Oh my God, can he pray?
I will pray.
Oh my god, do that, Brett.
Pray every day.
Oh, nice. So the bug is unshaken. The big bug is unshaken, and it skitters back up onto the roof. And the little bugs underneath you.
No, let's not.
It'd be a lot cooler if they didn't. Are going to.
Glad I tucked my pants into my boots today.
Everyone in this area is going to automatically take some damage. I'm going to roll them each individually because that's more fun.
Oh, God.
So for you, it's 5 damage.
That's shaken.
For you, it's 6 damage.
That's shaken.
For you, it's 7 damage.
Well, that's
It's
a
a
4,
wound,
so
probably.
that's
Shaken.
Shaken.
For you, it's 5 damage.
Toughness of 4.
Shaken.
Megan. And for you, it's 4 damage.
Toughness of 6.
So you're not shaken.
Not shaken.
Everyone else is shaken automatically as these bugs start crawling up and kind of. You feel like it's not so much like they're like biting you. It seems like as they're crawling, it's hurting. You have some sort of like little hooks or something on the front that they're dragging with. And then. And then as a group, there's going to be one of these.
That gas mask.
Because you are not shaken,
Gas
I won't make you have a chance at this. You like being 1 or 4 better?
4.
Okay, so 1, 4 it is.
You chose your own fate.
I did this to myself. I have no one to blame but myself. You know, it's moments like this where I like to take a step back and ask myself, what's my replacement character?
What is your parry?
My parry's a 5.
5. So if you're saying someone rolled a 6,
That would
just beat your parry.
Well, I mean, a 5 or a 6 would hit me, yes. So a 6 hits.
Raise. Oh, you
I have a replacement character then.
So no raise. Lucky for you. So these things start crawling up, and you can tell they're crawling up. All of you can tell they're crawling up like they've got a mission, and they are crawling up and trying to get near your face.
I could tell when you were explaining that they're like climbing and got little hooks and stuff, and he goes, "They're going for your mouth." and the DM just quietly starts chuckling.
My point is, it seems like that's what they're trying to do, but they don't successfully do this time. At this point, with all these crawling around and you guys realizing they're trying to crawl inside of you, I'm going to have you all go ahead and roll a fear, a spirit. It will be at a, there will be a modifier of, let's see.
Uh-oh, fear modifiers. Are attacking.
I have a D8.
He's going to have to roll
You do.
pretty bad.
So
These two.
That
It's going to be a fear modifier of 2.
Do
Minus 2 on the roll.
They're not crawling
Minus
up on
2?
me.
You still have to. This is like for the whole.
Nice.
they are crawling up on you, but you're not shaking.
So make a
I'm
spirit
actually-
roll
I'm gonna
at minus 2.
I'm gonna spend a penny.
I'm spending a penny on that.
I'm gonna spend a bit.
How does a 14 do?
You are not afraid.
That's lame. What's a 17 do?
You're not afraid.
Mine is a mere 9.
You're not afraid.
Well,
That's with
no,
the minus 2.
With the minus 2, it's not a 9. It's a 7.
Should I spend it on a penny?
Yours is at a total minus 4 because I scared you off. It's
Then
scared and
it's a
injured.
0.
0, okay. What about you there,
I'm trying to
Professor?
decide if I want to spend. Well, that's a 3. I'm
Okay,
scared.
both of you roll me a d20.
No.
Just don't roll.
Just don't roll. Then you die.
I die.
Is that 15? Or is that a crit?
That's a crit!
That's a crit? Oh my god!
Okay, once again, I would like to.
It's an 18.
An 18?
I feel like I am to blame here because I whispered critical hit when she rolled the d20. Once again, somebody whispered critical hit, only to have somebody roll. I am to blame for that. I apologize. I feel terrible.
We'll come to you in a second. As for you there, Professor, you have the mark of fear. The Professor is so scared that he is shaken, and also suffers some cosmetic physical alteration, i.e. a white streak forms in the hero's hair, his eyes twitch constantly, or some other minor physical alteration. I'll let you pick what that is.
You got night twitch for sure.
Yeah, an eye twitch.
And I switch.
I think it's just one eye.
Yeah.
One eye is
It's not-
constantly twitching. and looking around.
It's going to be the right eye.
All right.
Right eye is always
From
switching.
now on, all your social interaction checks are going to take a -1.
Now,
Well,
now
luckily I don't interact socially very much anyway,
So
so
go ahead
it's
and mark that
fine.
down your character sheet. So that's not a temporary thing. You are marked by fear.
he also was already suffering from a shaken
Well-
condition. Does that mean that he takes a week from this?
No.
No,
Okay. He's still
like
just shaken.
effects, like non-damaging effects.
That would
The
shake.
second time you get shaken, don't.
Good news for you, Grimes. You are not shaken. But
Bad
you are
news.
so overwhelmed with fear that your heart stutters. You become incapacitated and must make a vigor roll.
Vigor is
Do I
my
still,
worst.
hang on, I gotta quit. Do I still
And
get to
it's-
do my
and It's
turn?
at a -2 because of the wounds. Yeah, we'll get to our turns in a minute.
Okay.
That's a oneer.
That's a wonder.
Unless you want to spend a penny.
I guess I'll spend a bitty.
You probably should. This is a pretty good. This is a roll
I
you
should have
should
just-
succeed if you can.
I should have stayed at the doctor's.
Oh, God!
Oh, Grimes.
Grimes, you see, like, and he falls over, and these bugs swarm all over the top of him. And that's a definite fail. Roll me 2d6.
This could be the end.
This could be the end of
Above the Grimes, as we know.
Two fours.
So total of 8.
Total of 8.
Go and just take a d8, and then each round, just move it down one number for me. So start at 8 with it, and and then each round change it to 7, to 6.
No.
Just out of just for fun.
Just for
shits
fun.
and gigs.
Yeah.
And with that, who's next in the initiative after Kings?
You?
Go ahead and give me spirit.
You've
become
never had a
chicken.
character die, have you? Oh no.
What a way to go.
It's
Oh no.
a 3.
A 3? Okay, still shaking.
Fuck. Well, I don't get to do what I was gonna do.
You're frozen in place. Who's next after?
I'm still just like,
After Professor?
God damn it.
I guess it's
Will's the only one left.
spirit roll.
Well, I guess Grimes, I guess, technically, but...
Grimes is incapacitated at the moment.
My spirit roll is a 4, so I am unshaken, but I don't get a turn.
Okay, who's after that?
No, that's
Into the
top.
That's in the initiative.
So, does Grimes go down to 7 at that point, or on...
Also on that turn, you do hear like the skittering on the roof, and then the like rail kind of shakes again. So it seems like the big one didn't stay on the car. Just drop the kids off at the pool.
Rat
There was a
bastard.
Joker in there,
Yep,
so
so
we're
we get
gonna
to reshuffle
shuffle
those.
those.
an 8.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh,
I'm
that
stacking
one
the
got
deck.
flipped upside down. You just wanted one less 8. That's a
And 8's actually a decent card, so I'd sort of prefer we had a chance to draw it, but I would prefer they didn't have a chance to draw it. Can we give you the bottom half of the deck and we take the top half? Can we work out some kind of deal for...
no, but I can draw the ace of spades.
I gotta stop talking.
Does Grimes draw, or...
Grimes doesn't really need to draw at the moment.
Not really.
Grimes
doing
needs to
anything.
pray.
I gotta stop talking.
Oh, a Joker! Thank Christ.
That's
Oh, hey.
Hey, Joker's first
We
again.
all got really good cards. It's just that they also drew the ace of spades.
So go ahead and roll to unshake. You want a +2 on it from the Joker.
wasted wrath.
7. Dun dun.
That's a 5-er.
So you're unshaken, but you don't get your turn.
That's fine.
Then it's the Bucks' turn. Everyone in this cart's getting an automatic bit of damage. We'll see if we shake everybody again. We'll start this way, move around. That's 7.
Shaken.
Shaken.
That close to actually
7.
How does this work?
shaken.
Shaken.
If it's
It has
if
to
it's,
beat your toughness by 4.
if it meets your if it meets your toughness, you are shaken. If it beats it by 4,
We'll see if we reshake you.
I am
4?
re-shaken. No, my toughness is a 4, so
shaken.
So shaken.
So shaken.
So shaken.
Fuck. So shaken.
Oh, you don't know. You. Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes again.
Snake Eyes. That's 2. You are still up and running and doing great.
I'm still
standing
And then it is there. I mean, that auto happens, and then everybody who, I mean, no, you're in on this actually, technically. So that will be the arbitrary. I'm gonna roll a Professor.
Fuck.
Let's see if they can get a raise on you. That's 2. So you feel them crawling and skittering, and some get up around your mouth, but you're able to swipe them away before they get inside anywhere. And with that, we will leave their turn, and the initiative will change to
Alright.
whoever's next in the order.
yeah. So can we shoot these things, or do you have to stop?
You can try to shoot them. You don't think it'll be very effective or effective at all, probably. Like, think these bugs are like the size of a big, like smaller than a tarantula. Smaller than a tarantula.
Yeah, wonderful.
That's tiny.
They're probably the
Roaches.
size of your bullet or slightly bigger than the size of your bullet. So shooting into a swarm of them seems fairly ineffective.
Well, I don't really have any spells that'll do any good unless I want to just teleport Grimes out of here. Then Grimes would just be
On the ground.
unconscious
covered
down there. Well, like the bugs wouldn't.
Unable
notice
to get a
her.
healing roll done on him.
Yeah. I suppose I could.
Are you shaken though?
I am. So I
So
guess I
gotta
need
roll
to
for
start
that.
with that regardless. What I do doesn't matter.
No, only start.
It explodes.
Nice.
It explodes.
Nice.
It explodes.
Just, I mean, you're
See, a
lot.
ludicrous number.
You are so not shaken right now. It's crazy.
And you can Do your.
I would like to bank the rest of that spirit roll against being shaken in the future.
Unable to do that for
Oh,
you, but I
damn.
can tell you, hey, nice roll. Good work.
Why couldn't that have been a shooting roll? I guess so. So it's just like it's just a fighting roll.
Yeah,
Okay. I actually have a couple ranks of fighting, so.
I get to add +1 +d4 to my unarmed attacks from my martial arts.
To the damage on them. Sweet.
Fighting rolls a 5,
If I could
5
add it
hits?
to my
Their parry does not seem
and
to be
it's
that high.
just strength. Huh?
Yeah, I get to do your strength. That's all. Two.
You crushed 2 bugs.
So you stomp down and you're trying to stomp and it's crunchy. It's definitely crunchy down there, but it's not. You're not crunching enough to make a significant difference.
In the words of Matty G, as a bonus action.
Yes.
Go!
No. You can swear as a free action. Or is this in
Who's
this
next?
game mode? It's incidental.
Queen.
Roll to be unshaken.
Poor Gramps. I don't want Gramps to die like this.
Oh, that's not it.
No one wants to die like this.
That's a 7.
7. Unshaken. Don't get a turn though. Just shy. You gotta get
Cool motive. Still winning.
But hey, if you win an initiative, you'll get to act before they probably
All right.
shake you next turn. It turns out being in a tram car full of bugs is a horrifying and shaking experience.
Horrifying.
Yeah,
If the porous belly of the giant one wasn't fearsome enough, I love saying porous and watching people's faces.
Who wrote this damn adventure?
Some sort of sickness.
Fiber.
Fiber. That'll hit.
Okay.
Roll the damage.
Monsters in a campaign.
Strength.
You can add your extra
There was the D in
because you're using karate kicks.
Karate stomps.
Fucking gross bugger stupid.
That's a 9.
Forks
Forks
explodes.
9.
9.
10.
You squash an amount of these that seems to be effective.
You've caused the swarm a wound.
It was remember that. Alright, I think that's everybody. Everyone had face cards.
Right?
And a Joker again.
Gotta shuffle again.
Dun.
Oh yeah, down to 6.
Where's the 6?
So we're saying, y'all know, heart attacks.
Not good.
You gotta roll healing to stop them.
That is true.
You've seen
However-
this before.
We'll wait
However,
at least till
Bugs. A ton of goddamn gross bugs.
Yeah.
Hard to do CPR.
What a bird! Where'd you get diamonds this time? It was when King Ace King. So
Hard to do CPR when the guy you're doing CPR.
But you guys run a Joker each time as well.
That is true.
Is it a 2?
The luck has turned, fellas. Oh yeah, you get rid of the 2. That's a good call.
Hey, Jack, stop.
Looks like it's King first. So,
Oh man.
and 4.
Shaking.
Jeffers 5.
No.
Not
Not
shaking.
shaken. Jeffers still
not second shaking.
4 for the professor.
Still shaking.
And for you, that is 4.
Not
So
shaking.
They go first, so shake some, don't some other. First I have to arbitrarily decide which person has a chance of getting bugs in their mouth. It is Jeffers this time. It's going to be a 4, so that definitely doesn't hit with a raise. These things are crawling all over you guys.
Can't he
trying to
just
get
eat
inside.
them?
You don't know.
I'm pretty sure I know enough to know the bug flesh.
Not blood.
Blogs ain't got no blood.
Bugs ain't got no blood.
After
You got any bud plugs?
Whoever's after King.
If they chest burster him, they're gonna make some sort of horrible vampire.
Oh god, it's even worse.
Grody
Try
vampire.
to unshake first.
Yeah.
The hole.
Nope.
Still shaking.
My
What's that?
toughness is not very high on account of how I has the small hit.
Stomp. The stomp.
Which is a
So
minus
you can go
1
make a
to
fighting
toughness.
roll to try and stop them.
So because they didn't shake me,
You don't have to be.
No spirits.
You don't have to roll a spirit. If you're not.
but I already was shaken beforehand.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
If you're still shake, did you not unshake last round?
No.
Wait,
No, wait, no, yes, I did.
You
I
did.
just
So you're-
lost my turn. Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
You were unshaken.
Yeah,
You
you
just
can
didn't
make
attack.
you can make a
Okay.
fighting roll.
Fighting roll.
Try and stomp some more of these.
Stomp. The stomp.
And for saying
You know what?
You
No.
guys are all stomping these. It's just sometimes it's effective.
If
in
I'm
narrative sense.
If I'm gonna roll something with a -2, I'll try to heal Grimes.
Oh.
It may be more than a -2 with that healing roll
Oh.
because of how the heart attack works, but you are certainly welcome.
If that's the case,
There's no reason not to. If you're gonna try to explode a dice, healing Grimes isn't the worst
It's not
thing
the
to do.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll try.
I'd appreciate
Come
it.
on.
The issue is the guy who has a bunch of fighting is gonna be affecting stomping these bugs.
That's
He's
a
also
no.
the guy that has a point in healing.
What is your roll before whatever modifiers are going on over here?
It was 3.
It was a 3? Is that... Did you have a -2 for some reason?
Yeah, I don't have any.
So it's actually... It was
So
actually
it's a
a 3
1.
or is it a 1?
It's a 1.
It's a 1.
Okay.
But it doesn't count. But
It's not a
like
crit.
snake.
No, it's not snake. It's not snake.
Yeah.
Just one. Just one.
slap, slap.
You try. You try.
Alright, I believe it's me.
That's
Yeah.
You can't even really get enough of these bugs off of him to
I'm given the stomp.
Poor Grimes.
Ooh, 6 explodes. 10 total.
How long before Grimes just goes home?
10 but with no rage.
Be like, I'm
No,
gonna go
no,
have.
sorry.
I'm gonna go have a
No,
heart
you get
attack
their
somewhere
time.
else.
Yes. Hit
He
with
can
no
box,
rage.
man. He can
The
box
parry.
bugs.
Duh.
What kind
With
of
one
man?
rage. The toughness is different.
Yatta! Alright, no raise on this one. Or, I mean,
One raise.
no explosion on this roll.
So D6.
5.
So you add
Extra
5
5.
to your normal damage.
Plus 4, so 9. Less effective than my first one.
You stomp on some of them. I don't know how effective it is, but
Give
some
him
of
the
them
stomp.
Alright. I'm gonna roll to be unshaken. That's a 3.
Still shaking.
Son of a bitch.
I'm still
Hey, I
shaking.
don't have to,
Shuffle the deck.
well, they're cooling down a little bit.
What'd you get?
You'll see.
There we go.
Did
So-
you work that die down one for this
Ooh,
round?
We are down to 5.
Oh, dun.
Would the healing, because the way the healing spell works is it heals wounds. Would you allow that to heal a heart attack?
I allow you to do it. I'll give it the same negatives that the healing roll would normally suffer.
That's right.
That's fine. I have negatives too.
Every
Why am I having negative?
I'm
so
also
I have
like
an 8. Who's going for
King.
King.
King, Queen, Jack.
Long live the king.
Long live the stomp. Ooh, not on that. I'm gonna spend a penny on that.
Okay, mark it down.
I think stomping is gonna be what keeps us alive. Still,
You
not
know,
good.
both of those dice went up by 1.
You know,
From 2 2s to 2 3s.
This is the kind of improvement we're looking for.
If you stay on that track, well, before long, you'll be landing attacks left and right.
Hey, Queen.
yes.
You're still unshaken, I think.
You're still in
Yeah, you are still
They
unshaken.
didn't get their turn since y'all
Yeah.
left. They went first last
They actually go last this time.
time. Yeah.
I'm not.
I'm gonna try for.
You're trying to
Trying to
heal
think
turn
it-
into something.
Well, I'm trying to think of something else clever I can do.
Turn into a bat and fly the hell out of here.
I'm not that much of a vampire. That I think I don't.
Oh, this place sucks.
It's the
This
you
place
see-
sucks.
I know where the bugs, whose mouth the bugs are going for next time.
Okay, well,
This place sucks. Turn into a bat and fly away.
It's the, if you've seen what we do in the shadows. Have you seen what we do in the shadows? Bat!
Yeah.
What you doing?
I'll try Grimes again because I just.
Thanks, guys. If I die, at least I know you tried.
6.
Hey!
Why do you fling the dice so violently?
Oh, it's a 6!
Keep her alive. Keep her alive. Okay.
It explodes again. So 13.
13 before modifier, so the 11.
And whatever hit modifiers.
It's 7, which is a 6. You're like, pumping on the chest. You're like
crushing
you feel what was probably a recently broken rib re-break as you're like, come on, Grimes, stick with me. And Grimes, you kind of like gasp awake to see Jefferson's face jumping up and down, pressing on your chest. Bug crawl across one of your eyes, and then you go back unconscious. But you are no longer dying of a heart attack. You are just incapacitated.
Alright.
Now it'll be the bugs that kill you.
You still are going to be on the docket for a chance of getting a bug in the mouth. And it'll be much easier for them to do that to you.
No.
They'll get a bonus if they choose you, but it's going to be randomly determined. So.
I'm spending a penny.
Okay?
That's my final one.
Did you
can also
mark the
just-
penny you spent? Make sure you mark
You
it.
can also just spend a penny to be unshaken at any point. Like, that's one of the things that pennies do is you can
Well,
just
goddamn, why did I roll that penny? Well,
Now you're rolling. You're
roll.
rolling down, boys.
Gotta roll.
re-roll a trait test. Well, at least in the adventure edition,
Thanks,
like
it didn't
made
have to
the
be a
like
vampire.
re-rolling damage.
Another
At the
3.
very least, I would have bit you.
Another 3.
Cover me.
Oh, good to know next time. Just spin the penny. You
Draw a
don't-
new action card. That's interesting.
I know
That makes
a guy who
sense.
knows how that works.
Yeah.
Huh?
I know a guy who knows.
So is that's the professor? Any
I
That's
guess-
me.
before them?
For once unshaken. Let's try a stop.
Stop. Dude, do that all the stuff.
5.
5 will hit. Roll your strength rolls.
Don't you have a minus to fighting?
No, I've got 2 ranks.
Oh.
Just not a lot of strength.
Yeah.
Head can square up.
Yeah, I have a D6 in fighting. I just have a
Oh, for
strength.
your parry. I was like, why would you put
4 explodes.
You're still a little scrappy dude over
7.
Okay, you stomp on some of these. The swarm is still effectively alive at this point, but who knows? You stomp. There's some squishy bugs under your feet. I didn't determine who was going to be what first. Well,
tries.
Was that the last
He's
Devils of the
confident
Was
you
that the
know
last?
he's gonna get this.
Was that the last Devils of the West session?
doesn't explode, so you're
where
good.
you had somebody like
Oh yeah, and then
choose a number and then you roll the die and then went, I didn't decide.
6 damage to you, Ed.
Shaken again.
Ooh. Oh wait, I guess technically these explode.
Yeah.
Don't they? So 7 damage to you.
Cool. Still
Against
just shaken.
you, however, 16 damage.
I think that's good.
That will hit with 2 raises.
You might want to try so.
That's not raises. That's just 2 That's 2 wounds.
Oh yes.
You're shaking
Yeah,
it.
it-
I thought you were rolling for me. I was like, oh god.
Yeah,
2 wounds unless you roll to soak him.
It's 2 raises over
I will
his
soak a Benny.
Over his tongue.
What is it that I roll for?
You roll
3 on you.
Okay,
A
so
victor.
nothing happens.
You're
I'm still shaking, regardless. Okay. Okay. Thank Christ.
Okay.
Look, man, that's the proof. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't explode.
Hey!
7.
7 chicken.
8. That's just enough to soak both wounds.
Alright. They're really hooking into you, but everyone, you know what happened to you. New round.
Still no Joker drawn, so we get to
I just want to use my new power.
Jokers have been drawn more this Savage Worlds game than they got drawn in the like the Treasure Planet one that I ran for you guys, like pretty much across the board.
Pretty much.
The ace of spades.
You stole it, Jack.
Alright, Ace of Spades. You shaken still? No.
No, I.
No, he's
You,
so.
you soaked him.
soaked
You
it.
soaked him all. So you up.
I stomped some bugs. Yeah.
Roll it.
Roll it, you won't.
4 explodes. 6.
That's 4.
That's a 4. 4 will not beat their parry. Oh, actually, 4 times
Actually-
their parry. You did.
Hey.
Oh yeah. 'Cause
So what do I?
Just a strength die.
Just my strength die.
Which is a D8.
Pretty strong boy.
That's not bad.
No, it's
Pretty strong, boy.
Pretty strong boy.
So strength is 4.
Oh yeah,
You're not very strong.
You're very strong.
I'm very strong, but I'm a dead.
I was looking at smarts.
Smart.
You are a lot smarter than you are strong.
What?
You stomp on one bug.
You got him.
You got him.
He's a wily one too. It takes you.
all right. King of spades.
He's extra squishy.
Roll 2. Are you rolling?
Hey, you know what?
for
I'm
shake?
spending the penny. Screw
That's
this.
your last penny.
I know, I'm out of pennies now.
So, just so you know, if you get wounds,
Have a hard
don't come crying on me.
Alright, time for some weird science. I'm gonna put up a barrier. But, or can
How
I?
exactly? They're filling the floor of this place.
Oh, well, then never mind. I
More
guess
or
I'm just
less.
gonna stop, I
You
guess.
can build a barrier, but it won't effectively probably stop them.
Well, my barrier is flame, so it does damage to them as they try to climb over it.
It could hurt them.
Gonna light us all on
We don't have the lantern oil with us, I don't think.
We're in a cable car.
There's the potential for danger with this, and you don't know exactly how. It won't be effective as being a barrier. It might be effective at damaging them, though. But it will be open flame inside of a small cable car with you and all your
Yeah,
friends, a bunch of
screw it.
plugs in there. So,
Screw it, I'll just stomp them.
okay, make a fighting roll.
It's a use of your magic. However,
Hey, it's weird science, not magic. Get it right.
Magic isn't real.
6. Explodes. -2, that's a 7.
7 will hit with no raises. So roll your strength with that.
That's a D6.
Ooh, Professor's stronger than Jeffers. I wouldn't have guessed that.
That's a 4.
4. Okay, you're attempting to stomp on bugs, and stomping on some amount of them. Who knows if it's how effective it's been. Who's after the king?
6.
No, it's not. It's the 8.
Blah.
Hey there, little lady.
how'd you like some bugs?
That's a 7.
I was already shaken, so that's a wound.
Okay, are you taking it or are you trying some?
I really feel like we might need pennies for the fight with the actual queen, but I'll try it. So good.
Take. Man, realizing that 4 is exploding is making their damage a lot scary.
I was wondering if you weren't rolling.
7 damage coming at you.
I
there,
do
Jeffers.
just barely manage to soak it.
Okay, 7 at Jeffers.
Shaker.
I think that's just shaking
So
you.
that shakes me.
Okay, and the Professor. Snake Eyes, too. Not even shaking. And for you,
Thank God.
Don't reroll stuff.
9.
That's
You already shaken?
I'm already shaken, so that's a wound.
That's a wound on this.
What's your toughness?
Oh, toughness.
that
Oh,
might-
you have to
Oh.
hit- you have to hit damage. Yeah.
No, like
Your toughness is 6. So you're just shaking.
yeah,
Although you're already
yeah,
shaken.
you're
Don't
so
say this
only,
one.
it's only you don't take 2 wounds.
Right. 1 wound unless you.
Oh right, because it's automatic damage. It's not the hit. Sorry, my brain's like.
Are you gonna try and soak it? Spend a bit, penny and soak.
I will.
Okay. Roll that big one.
8 explodes.
Yeah.
Okay. No wound. No wound, no shake.
And down to 1 penny.
But you were already shaken, right?
Yes.
So
Oh no. That's a 4. 1, 2, 3.
Oh no. Grimes, they're coming for your booty hole.
no, it's the other end.
With the bonus, are you
No.
being down?
Oh, no.
Am I dead?
No.
Not yet.
Worse.
Who's next in initiative after 8?
Alive.
6.
Oh god.
How casually
I
you're
have an
being-
idea.
Okay. First you gotta unshake.
Well, oh yeah, that's a good point. I can't even roll to attack. I have to try and unshake, which I do not. Still shaking.
Okay.
My turn.
Well, I mean, I would just suggest that if Grimes swallowed one of these things,
5 unshakes.
Yes, but you don't get your turn.
Your turn.
if Grimes swallowed one of these things,
Wait,
let's
you were
just.
shaking?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were shaking
Should we
before.
just dump
You
this?
just
Wait,
slammed his throat.
but didn't he soak the wound?
He
I
said
was
before,
gonna suggest
before,
poison, yeah.
before
Like
you shaking.
just like
Okay, another round of initiative.
have Grimes drink some poison and then just to kill the bug and then like.
Ooh.
And me.
Wow.
Well,
they're winning
hopefully,
so far, which is surprising.
just kills
you.
hopefully it just kills the bug and not Grimes.
That's a 6 or
Depends on how much damage the poison does it get.
I mean, you guys do know a friendly
It's even
man.
funnier
man.
when I take one of these because
Friendly neighborhood
Queen
sliding
sucks.
man.
still from you.
Yeah.
Ace first.
You up, Queen?
Yeah, he's same thing.
Slay bitch.
He puts the good one in front of himself so then you see the bad one.
You up, Ace?
And I'm going after the bugs now. We both got 4s, but I got the worst 4.
7 to unshake.
You are unshaken, but don't get your turn.
Okay.
After the Ace, who's next?
I have a 6.
6.
You gotta ask yourself,
Roll
Mo.
unshaken.
Alright, I'm gonna do more stomps.
Posse member, so you're
Were you
willing to
shaking?
lose.
No, they are.
No,
They got
they failed. Yeah.
Nice thing is, if Grimes goes, I can just turn it in for the bounty.
You
It's
might
not
be
stopped
turning into a
effectively.
dead.
So they are next. They got third with a 4 of hearts set. Lady, you taking 5?
That's a wound, so I will spend my last penny to.
So good. 4 coming to you.
The queen's gonna be so much worse, but then again, I might not live to get to the queen, so let's try and.
You. It is 3.
Soaked.
You. It is 5.
5 is nothing.
I'm gonna die.
Did you soak it?
Yeah, that was my last penny.
Alright! And then. I'm not gonna do you twice.
I'm gonna.
Man, they really want to get you. You. That's a 1. They're crawling at your face, but you're not having that shit.
I'm about to join Grimes at the great brothel in the sky. I assume that's what Grimes is.
That's what he's hoping for. Okay, after that 4, it is.
You can be joining the real deal scratch at Sparky's.
You're not shaking?
No, I'm shaking. I'm still.
You're
shaking.
still shaking. You just.
So I'll try not to be shaken. That's a 9, so I believe I
Get
can
your
get a turn. Woohoo!
Stomp.
Stomp's at a 4.
There's 4.
4 explodes. 4 explodes. 9.
9.
Not bad.
You
Not
stomp, and it seems to be semi-effective at stomping some amount of them.
For Ed's small stature and low strength.
What was that?
was actually pretty
You had the
effective.
2? Did you have the 2?
Did I unshake last turn? I think I did. Yeah, I had a 5. I just didn't get my turn. So, fighting. This one.
It just seems like this constant stomping around is thinning them out at the moment.
Fiver.
That is.
I went up 2 that time.
Ooh. That's another round, and I hold the Joker.
Someone's getting bugs in their mouth.
No,
It also
we
applies to
all
damage.
take an extra 2 damage.
Oh god.
Like that's a +2 to all rolls,
Well,
including damage.
I think we all die here. I don't think we survive this.
It's a hopeless amount
This
of
is
gross
this
bugs.
is
I got-
death cap for cutie for
I
sure.
got to 7, I guess.
Yes,
Only 3 of them.
I don't care what you guys got. I'm first. Everybody. Ooh. 10. +2.
It's still, you spent your last penny, right?
Yeah, that's a wound.
Go ahead and.
There's nothing I can do about that.
9 for you.
Shaking, unless you just shaking.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
shake
shake.
damage.
Yep.
I don't know why I put that back. I'm gonna need
9
my turn
for
hasn't
Professor?
gone by yet.
That's a wound.
Okay. 16.
Okay,
For Mohan.
that will be 10 above, so that's
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
We're gonna try and soak that
This
one.
is your last one,
Last
right?
one. Last one.
For those of you who took injuries, let's go ahead and have you both roll me D2d6.
6 explodes.
We're doing 2d6.
Oh
or
yeah,
2d6?
1d12. Do a d12 because we like that one.
11.
11. So that's enough to soak them both, right? Yeah.
That's a
5.
3.
A 3 for you.
Out of bennies.
Oh no! No!
They bite him in the dick!
No.
You're
it's
good
not-
at it. Shut it.
Here's a. You like odds or evens?
It's a trick question. There's no good answer.
I'll choose if you don't.
Let's go evens.
Okay. Okay. So you feel these bugs. Some of them like biting and sinking their claws into your hand that was recently broken.
Oh, god damn
And
it.
it seems to flare the wound back up, and you get some sort of bad reaction to it, and you are going to have an injury to one of your arms. And it's your offhand again, but your offhand has an injury.
Wait, so it's not the hand that was broken, because it was my good hand that was broken.
Oh, well, your offhand. Whatever on your offhand.
Okay,
I
so
thought it
it's
was
my
your
left.
offhand. I thought it was your offhand before. So anyway, offhand is injured to the point you can't use it with too many hook marks and little bites and very grossness.
How'd you do on your silk roll?
You
11.
Oh, nice.
You get bitten enough times and cooked enough times, and your strength is reduced one. It's a guts. It's a core hit.
Good. My strength drops to a D4, where it was before.
But you have an injury. You have an injury. And there.
It's okay, I don't need my left hand to use my gadgets anyway. Of course.
Ooh, lucky day. They rolled a 1. Which plus 2 is only a 3. So, Joker just inflicts some wounds on people. And then it's whoever's first.
So it's an 8.
8 with an 8?
Sad.
7 to unshaken.
You're unshaken, but don't get turned.
I get 7 every time. Every time I run a shake.
That's what I'll call you. Almost. If you know the movie.
What you
leave
say
a
and
comment
looking
down
at your
below.
dice.
Jocelyn looks so bored.
It's tough.
Hey, I know I've been there. I was just dead for most of the combat.
Being downed or heart attacks for most of a fight is sad.
I'll
Especially when
roll
you
for
chose to
unshaken.
come along instead of resting. Sad.
I know, and I'm such a good shooter.
Unshaken and I get to turn.
Alright.
So wait,
You don't there, lady.
I assume 2s do not squish.
Do not squeeze. Who's next?
5. Do I need? So I have to roll to be unshaken?
Yes.
Okay.
It will not kill.
It will not kill. Oh, I appreciate you so much.
Alright, if you can name
Four
the movie I
explodes.
quoted and then the TV show he just quoted, then
explodes.
you win the comic section.
So that is an 11.
11.
Get your turn.
We'll... Yeah.
Yeah, you get your
All right, I'm gonna stomp some bugs.
Make a fighting roll.
It's a 3.
Dude's not here.
Damn.
You said you whispered snake eyes, and I watched one of the die land on a 1. And I was just like, what's the other one? Did he just curse us?
You went down 3.
We've come full circle. What an idiot fight. Alright, give me your cards. We pull the new ones, and I gotta shuffle because
Those ones are going back into the pool. I'm fine. I'm pulling new D6s.
This is the end. My only friend, the end.
We're gonna get eaten by bugs.
We didn't even get
You guys are gonna get eaten by bugs.
Oh no, we're gonna get eaten by bugs and demonetized.
Right, because that was a pitch perfect cover of the door.
That was. I thought Jim Morrison was sitting right next to you.
It turns out I thought Jim Morrison was over there by the door.
Very so
Yeah.
strange.
Ace
I
of
see
spades,
that
that's
base
first.
card over there. You.
It's not an ace, it's a queen.
No, I said I see that base card.
Ace beats queen, but queen is second.
Queen also beats
Everything else.
That's a no hit.
No heat. Let's see. They hit. Wow. It's almost like it automatically happens. That's 4 for Ed.
Oh, okay, shake it again.
5 for Jeffers. 6 for the professor.
I'm shaking again.
This vampire confess is really bailing.
Yeah.
7 for you.
Just shaking.
That flat, was it flat plus 2 to toughness?
Ed.
And it's
what's
plus 2
next?
on shaking.
Being a sketchy
You
weirdo
good.
is pretty cool.
Okay.
Who's next?
I can make
It's
you a
the
Me.
Jeff.
Let me see if I can be unshaken.
Go to sketchy weirdo school.
No.
Let me see if I can be unshaken. No.
Erickson was like, you know
Let's
what?
see if I can be unshaken.
Well, actually, mine's a 5. Am I unshaken?
Yeah.
You're unshaken, but you don't get your
Okay.
4 unshaken. Don't get your One
more.
more time.
That that means it's just.
another face card.
That means it's just.
You guys stop rolling so well.
I am almost.
Look, guys, I'm not against you. I'm just the game master who.
You totally are against us right now.
You're not against
I
us,
can
you
almost
just want us all
I
to
can-
die.
I don't
I can
want
pretty
you.
much
I
guarantee
just
I'm
won't
taking
stop it
over
if the
here.
dice decide. The dice and
Stop
cards.
digging around in there.
They only. They only.
I'm just trying to get a good one.
Give me another wound. So.
They almost decided my fate.
They almost.
There you
Hey,
go. We got
king.
queen and king.
All right, you lucky bastard. King, you
Oh,
first.
cool. Try and be unshaken. Maybe I won't take a wound here.
Hey.
Explodes. 9.
Take
I
your
get to turn.
Right.
Stomping on the bugs. 5.
Hits.
3.
Nice.
Somehow that was the most condescending night. From a man who specializes in condescendingly going,
explodes.
nice. That was about the most condescending.
That's a
nailed of all
10 or
time.
it's
Thank
a
you.
8.
I appreciate somebody respecting my trade. What was that?
8 to stomp.
8 to stomp. That will hit with a raise.
Will that stop?
It will stomp.
You get one that doesn't explode and then one that can.
So 3.
Well, you know, it's an extra D. It's a D6. The
Oh.
raised die is a D6.
No, raise dies.
So
Okay,
we'll
so-
stick to 3 and then add a D6.
you have a 3.
I can't explode.
4.
Nice. That's me.
That was-
That's
yeah.
who.
That was pretty much on par with the first dice.
Hey, take 5.
Shaking again.
Jeffers.
Would have given me a wound.
They both explode.
11.
Shaking.
That's a wound.
That would be a
Oh.
wound. I will share.
Try and soak it.
How do you still have so many bennies left, you bastard?
Higher toughness, I think. Professor, that's 3.
Nope. Okay.
Remind me what it is.
Vigor.
It's not exploded.
7.
With the wild.
That's a shake.
Were you shaking
Always with
already?
the wild die.
No, because I recovered. I got
So
so 4.
4.
Oh right, I need to remember that all of my rolls are at a -1 because of the one that I have.
Professor,
I'm not doing that.
1.
All
Get
right.
in your mouth.
Alright.
It's a war of attrition, but we're not doing so hot. I had an 8.
Attrition.
Yeah, I have a
Everybody
6.
lost.
Alright, trying to not shake.
There's not a ton of these bugs left. You guys have stomped a good amount.
There's enough of them for them to do.
7, so I'm unshaken but don't
no.
get shenanigans.
Do you have a wound?
No.
Okay. You managed to soak all your wounds so far?
What after that?
Yeah.
Having a D8
Yeah.
in my vigor really pays off. Especially when I roll 8s.
No, never mind.
No.
Never mind. Never mind. I was like, I was just like, alright, fuck this. I just throw a flash grenade.
They can't hide what they can't see.
Can we?
Unfortunately, they made us all roll around on the ground screaming.
Going, ah! I'm not comfortable with what I decided to do, you guys.
That's why I said no. I'm just gonna go stop.
Stop it.
I'm just gonna stop.
Don't
4 explodes.
Stop me now. Cause we're having a good
4 explodes.
It's all the bugs like.
We want to eat your innards.
A 7.
7. No more, no less.
That's to.
No,
Oh,
that's
hit.
after.
That's a
yeah.
hit. No,
No,
raise.
it was a 7
Hit
after.
no raise.
A 1.
And it's a new round! And I pull the key!
Yeah.
Nothing but face cards. Nothing.
So I would call them nothing but face cards, Eric's.
7.
Hey, there's another Joker. There's 2 Jokers out there still. There's a chance.
No queen.
Right.
We got
The king of diamonds.
almost a flush.
It's really easy to pull face cards when you get a big dude.
Yeah.
3 damage for him.
2. Nothing happens.
For Jeffers.
Only 3 damage, huh?
13 for the
Nice.
That's a
professor.
wound. No,
That's
that's
down.
almost 2. Or
What's your toughness?
it's a 4. So
That's 2 wounds.
That's 2 wounds. So I'm pretty sure I'm down at this
You
point.
can't soak either.
Uh-uh.
Do you have a wound?
Yeah.
You have 1.
Okay, so
That's
you
3.
go up to 3
You're not down.
wounds.
You're not down.
Okay.
You're not down.
Roll a d12 for me.
You're not dead yet.
I need to remember
8
that.
on you.
And
And
shaken,
shaken,
but not
monster.
stirred.
remember, Jerry, that you have a -3 to all rolls now.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
I
Now-
-1 to all
Yeah.
rolls.
Which one?
That's another 3.
Your other hand.
My other hand.
Your other arm. Both of your arms are gonna be knocked back.
If we survive this, I'll try and heal that with magic.
Yeah, it'll be great. And then whose mouth do I go inside?
Don't say it like that.
It's a 2. Whoever it was, don't worry about it, because they didn't get inside there. Who's next?
Whose mouth was it?
Who knows? You don't need to worry about it.
Let's-
I'm not rolling to go inside of your mouth anymore.
That's why I think we give Grimes a dose of poison and see if it kills.
You guys, a quick out of character knowledge flashback. There's this like pump, and you look up and go, oh, there's a scared guy. Oh.
Poor Grimes.
Alas, poor
Grimes
Grimes. I knew him well.
Grimes says it's just the worst luck.
He really does.
Man,
you guys.
Well, that brings me down to a 4, which means I'm unshaken, but I don't get my turn.
All right. After
But
you.
that means it'll be harder for them to give me my next shoot, which I'm sure is coming.
High spirit.
Alright, so
damage.
2 to hit the bug.
Good investment.
That's a 2 to hit the bug.
You stomp some bugs, not really stomp
Mostly
the bugs.
bug corpses.
I'm gonna roll to be unshaken.
Okay.
Which one's which?
They're so squishy and all over the place.
That's a 2.
Not unshaken. And was that including your -3 from your
Oh,
Oh
sorry,
no!
-1.
That's the minus.
That's
that's
a negative
minus-
1.
Negative
You're
1.
still very shaken. At this point, you're just like they're skin. Both your arms are like you're allergic to whatever these things are, and both your arms are puffed up and jacked up and not working anymore. Seems like they got some sort of venom or something. Paralytic. You don't know.
6 does not unshake me. Or, I mean, does not give me my
Give you a
turn.
turn, but you're
Not
unshaken. Okay. And another round. Hey, I got a 6.
This is truly
Play
a
that
I can
same.
hold on face first.
Play that same song again.
All right, same song. On copyright music.
They're still.
Copyright song.
Okay, 10. That's good.
Says non-copyright music to them.
The Ace of Hearts.
The Ace of Hearts.
There you go.
All right, Ace of Hearts. Ace to the heart.
And you're to blame.
Grimes got bugs in his bad brain.
Played his part. Had a heart attack and died. What did you miss?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, who's next?
It was me.
I'm a 6. So.
It was me, and I got a 0.
All right.
I'm a Jacob. I can make an attack roll.
6 explodes.
The big attack.
9.
That's what there is. Sorry. That's your job to say.
What he said.
Raise first.
2.
This will explode 4 times.
4.
4. So 8 total.
8 total.
Mm-hmm.
No more, no less.
No more, no less.
As you stomp on a couple of the
Finally.
stray bugs around here, it seems to be effectively all those that aren't stomped seem to be skittering and moving away and getting away from you guys and heading back up the train.
Well, I think I reckon I need to go back now.
Most all of these have been stomped to death.
Oh, we don't have a way to. We don't have any control.
I know we don't.
No, we're headed up.
Yeah.
At seemingly perfect timing,
Can I like
stop and are up at the top.
Oh, we're up at the top. Okay, I was like, I thought it had jumped off the cable car.
No.
Do you want to start with healing rolls on people?
Sure.
Because I can make multiple healing magic rolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make
But
some healing rolls.
since we can only do the healing rolls once.
Don't we have a thing that helps with that? Was this thing that in this campaign?
Nope.
No.
That was in the other campaign, and that was a backpack.
Oh, for some reason I was thinking that was this campaign too. Yeah, that like medical kit. We
I got a book that I could use during combat, but I never had the chance to use it during combat.
I know Tobaku's got 2 stimpaks.
Oh, we go through stim packs like candy.
All right, this is gonna be for Grimes.
I would view
Am I
Grimes.
alive? I don't
You're
know.
alive, you're just unconscious.
I would go with
And-
Grimes because Grimes has a parasite that's probably gonna explode out of his stomach.
You got that bottle of poison, right?
Oh yeah. I guess I'll do a healing check on Grimes. And
try to
hopefully that
moonshine
gives me
first.
information that Matthew knows.
Just
that
to see.
Now James needs to know. It's a 4.
So that's 1 wound, I believe. We'll get healed.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have any. Do you have any new wounds? It's just your old wounds. I mean, I'll let you take one away. Sure. Why not?
Yay!
You just gotta get in fights to heal old wounds. That makes sense. You still have, if you have any injury, it doesn't heal any injuries, but we'll say we'll take away one of your wounds for the sake of the negatives from
Do I
this.
learn anything from my medicine check?
What else you find while doing this is you're like kind of like listening, you're like, okay, heart's pumping, and you're like let's listen, and you kind of like ear slides down a little more over the stomach, and you hear a wet, squelchy chitter inside of the stomach.
God damn it! I try to like hit his gag reflex. I like flip him over on his stomach and try to stick his finger in his mouth like he's a fucking dog. Like he's a fucking dog. Me or her?
Her. You don't need to roll a vigor.
I'm very bad at the.
That's what you got right there.
Thanks.
Let's hear it. 6
Oh,
and
six
4
blows.
explodes. Oh, there's a fucking chance.
Yeah, but we might want them to fail a vigor roll. Did you ever consider that?
You're twirling this thing around inside of there like you trying to get a piece of corn out from in between your teeth, and he is not throwing up.
Damn it!
This boy is constitute for the first time in his life. You don't think Grimes has a game?
I saw the 4 and the 6 and my heart dropped, and you just be like, there's a chance! It's like, I know, I don't think you understand.
Grimes does not vomit.
Sorry, Grimes, I tried.
Dose him with moonshine or poison or something.
Or something. Do we try it?
I mean, I wouldn't maybe give him the whole bottle.
Here.
Try to move.
Here, I have my. I'm pretty sure I brought the bottle of brew shine with me, so give him a glass of that.
I'll give him a shot of moonshine and then make a healing roll on.
Okay. The shot goes down. If you put are you like listening afterwards or anything?
Yeah, sure.
The wet, vigorous, chitinous, squelchy noises intensify but do not stop.
You mean decrease?
I mean, it seems
It's
to be moving
agitated.
around more frantically, maybe.
Okay. Do we try it?
The Grimes can handle it.
That sounds like a plan to me.
I believe in
Grimes' alcohol tolerance way more than this bug. He gets the fucking thought. I'm gonna sit there.
Look. Okay, bottle goes down.
Alright, I'll make
My bottle of brew shine.
The brew shine goes down. Roll it.
No.
4 explodes. 6.
So wounds back for you as well, Professor. You get one
You
back.
get one of your arms back.
And then roll a separate one for healing the injury. There you go. We'll give you a chance to heal it.
5.
Yeah.
Right, there you go.
Okay.
So
Do I
pick
get
an
to
arm.
choose? Do I get to choose which
Pick an
arm?
arm.
Oh,
Wait, evens
I'll,
or odds?
I'll get use out of my right arm because I need that one to use my gadgets.
Alright.
So.
Who else has wounds? Okay.
Just one, but
I mean, I might as well.
You might as well.
If we're taking time to triage and patch everyone up. 6 explodes. 9. That's 2 wounds.
so I only had the one.
There you go.
All
Can
right.
I?
Jeffers, any wounds?
Can I make one on my own? Like
It's really hard to make one.
Yeah. Okay.
What I will do, bust out the old book of witchcraft, make a healing magic roll on the professor.
Oh. That's a bold move.
Professor,
Do I
there's
just
all sorts of incantations and sputterings. I'm just like, and you're just sitting there like, this fucking idiot magic isn't real. If anything, she just kind of gives you like an Indian rug burn on your hurting arm. And that's stop it.
It didn't work because you didn't believe.
I just slap her hands away. Get away from me!
Yeah, so this whole bottle inside of there, it's just, you listen, you hear like this, and it's like, you see, you kind of feel something press suddenly against your face, and you turn and look to see like, little like arms, almost like they're trying to claw their way out of Grimes, like start to like peel along. It's like you see it's like fingers inside of somebody going and moving the skin, and then very frantically, and then just stop, and then all the noise stops.
Now flip him over and see.
And then Grimes gasps awake with a scream of pain, and you hear rapid chittering approaching towards the car.
All right. Guns out.
Okay, can I set up a barrier now?
And with that, I think that's where we're going to stop this episode of Devils in the West.
I don't know if you killed it, but you at least knocked it out.
Grimes, you shock awake with a horrific pain in your stomach, and then hear heavy chittery footfalls fast approaching, and you just see squash bugs all around you in the car. And that's where we're going to stop this episode of Devils of the West.
And you're super drunk.
And you are. It's hitting hard. We'll see what happens with this next time on Devils of the West. Thanks for watching, everybody.